Nam yo ho ninge ko 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 nam yo ho ninge.
Hi, I'm Margaret, and this is the website where we take Buddhist philosophy and practice and apply it to the concerns and problems of everyday life. And as we know, we've all been dealing with the pandemic, and a lot of times when dealing with something like this, people feel really powerless. So I really want to talk today about how Buddhist prayer can be an antidote to that. In Western culture, prayers are directed to an external being. Buddhist prayer does not rely on an external power, and if you're relying on that, you're not practicing Buddhism. Buddhism prayer brings out the power residing within you, within your Buddha nature. Nichiren Buddhism says that our prayer evokes power from within ourselves, internal, and in our environment, external, which enables us to alter and direct the course of our lives. Faith powers results. So what does having faith really mean? It means having a belief in the invisible realm, a deep conviction and expectation that what you're chanting for will happen. Nichiren says that this is a key component for realizing desires and goals. He says, spur yourself to master the power of faith, from the writings of Nichiren Daishonin, Book 1. Faith has power, and the greater your conviction that your prayers will be answered, the more powerfully the mystic law responds to your prayers. If you have a wattage of 100, the mystic law responds at 100. If you have a wattage of 1,000, however, the mystic law responds at 1,000. Because of this, it's important that if you're having doubts, you either get guidance or study until those doubts are resolved. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is a law of life, and there are invisible laws, like the law of electricity, and Buddhism has uncovered the fundamental law of life. But we do have to understand that we're one with it in the depths of our lives. President Toda used to say, you should resolve, I am Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. And for years, I wasn't sure what that really meant until I read that Toda identified it was life itself. And we're definitely one with that. Life looks out through our eyes and beats our hearts. It's so close to us we can't even see it. And that life created the universe and everything that we see in our day-to-day reality. We are one with that universal life that's created everything and has all the answers to any questions we might ask and the solutions to any problem. When we maintain deep faith based on the foundation that I am Nam-myoho Renge Kyo with that power, we can take on any problem with confidence. Prayer allows us to fuse with that universal life. Think of it as gears meshing. When a small gear locks its cogs with a big gear, enormous force is created. And when we synchronize our individual life with the macrocosm of universal life, we tap unlimited power and can overcome any problem in life. That synchronization occurs when we chant and do Ganyo each day, putting ourselves in rhythm with the universe. Jose Toda says that the important thing is to live out our lives based on and completely in sync with the law. The mystic law is the source of all change, and that's why when we chant the mystic law, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, we activate our inherent enlightened nature and align ourselves with the rhythm of the mystic law of the universe. Then the universal forces come to support us. When we pray, we've opened up a dialogue with the universe. It's a struggle to expand our lives. It is not a feeble consolation, but a powerful, unyielding conviction. Through prayer, we set in motion a process of summoning the Buddha nature from within our lives and activating the great power of the universe. Our inner resolve, our determination is the key. Daisaku Ikeda says, quote, the power of inner determination is limitless. In identical circumstances, people can achieve completely different results and lead different lives based upon their life state and determination. Unquote. Prayer is a vow to achieve our goals no matter what. Prayer is also the courage to persevere. It's the struggle to overcome our own weakness and lack of confidence in ourselves. It's the act of impressing in the very depths of our being the conviction that we can change our situation without fail. Prayer is the way to destroy all fear. It's the way to banish sorrow, the way to light a torch of hope. And it's the revolution that rewrites the scenario of our destiny. So believe in yourself and don't sell yourself short. Devaluing yourself is contrary to Buddhism because it denigrates the Buddha state of being within you. This is from the 2004 World Tribune. And again, in the World Tribune of 2006, prayer is the source of our transformation. When our fundamental mindset changes, we ourselves change. And when we change, the environment, the world changes too. The source of this transformation is found nowhere but in a radical deepening of our own chanting of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. This sort of prayer to the Gohonzon is completely different from that found in a dependent supplicant faith. Prayer in Nichiren Buddhism is fundamentally a vow. It's a pleasure or commitment to follow a chosen course of action, and it's a declaration to challenge a clear objective. We are the locus of control. Prayer should lead to action. And as Daisaku Ikeda says in Faith into Action, quote, prayer is the foundation, but if we fail to make concrete efforts, no matter how much Daimoku we chant, our prayers won't be answered. Prayer must lead to action. Now, if you're not getting results from your chanting, you might want to review the following. 1, are you praying with a faith that expects benefits to appear without making any personal effort, like magic? 2, have you abandoned all striving and challenge out of fear? 3, do you have a passive faith waiting for results from an outside source? 4, do you chant without a clear focus or determination? 5, do you expect results without doing your own personal transformation? 6, you've opened a dialogue with the universe. Are you listening to the response? Little nudges to go one way or another, or knowing that a certain direction is right? And 7, are you taking action when you receive those little ideas or nudges? So chant with determination and a vow. Prayers may be invisible, but if you pray steadfastly, your prayers will affect clear results in your lives and surroundings over time. All prayers serve to propel you in the direction of happiness. But sometimes immediate prayers are answered, sometimes not. But when you look back later, you'll find that everything has turned out for the best. As Jose Toda says, quote, the mystic law is the highly effective medicine that relieves the sufferings of all people, from the Lotus Sutra. It's also the great storehouse that brings good fortune and happiness to all. You know, you may have great breakthroughs or you might have incremental steps of progress, but when you've practiced for 20 years, you're going to be absolutely amazed at what has happened in your life.